7:23. I was lounging my summer break away, not really motivated to do much. But then something happened on that day. Really? Maybe I was hallucinating sounds in my bored loneliness. Have you done that before? But there was no denying that it was my wife's voice. There was at least 3 weeks left until the ritual, though. I highly doubted she would return so far in advance, that's what I'm saying. Unfortunately, I've already used the CG, so I can't use it again. Fuck you. Whoa! It was Karen. It was actually her. No, this is also part of your hallucination. What the heck's happened? What the heck happened? Without a single thought to passers-by, I threw my arms around her like we were in a movie scene. Did she get another crepe? Finished the training already? Oh. So... So what you're telling me is that it was a mistake to have you and Yuta be separated. Why? It doesn't make sense. It's not like Yuta's here for any other fucking reason. They're both on summer break. That's why Grammy waited. So that's it. Do you have to go back today? Did she? It's a safe day, isn't it? I see. Well then, you shouldn't have hung around here. You should have come to my place right away. Karen had her usual crepe in her hand. He held up the huge crepe in front of my face. I was really antsy as well. It was hard seeing you every day and then not being able to... It was hard seeing you every day and then not being able to out of the blue. Okay, yeah. Plus we couldn't call or text either. And the other world was farther away than a foreign country then even. I don't think they have cell service in the foreign country. I mean, in the other world. Hmm? Don't need permission. Sure. I fucking knew it. Because it's a fucking safe day that she came. She will soon. What? Sheesh. I was happy and bashful, and in a rush of emotion, I just muttered a lame answer. Karen chuckled happily too. So, like, right away? We can go back to my place, but it could also be fun to try out a love hotel. Thank God, I thought it would be like a fucking go into an alleyway and do it. The thought alone soaked my whole mind in a pink haze, but Karen's eyes darted off to the side. No. Hang on. Okay, I was gonna... Thank God. Huh? Still hungry? Okay. Oh, yeah, neither have I. Crepes and melon bread is food too. I was needlessly pessimistic as she yanked on my arm. But yeah, I guess there wasn't much to worry about. There was still plenty of time left in the day. Also, sex immediately after meeting up was a bit of a waste. Is it, though?
それでご飯食べたら泳ごう。
Yeah. Grammy understood her needs, so we decided to make the most out of our day. Don't fucking acknowledge that Grammy knows that that Karen wants to fuck Yuta. That's weird. It was a precious opportunity. Has needs. Fuck off. Maybe we should go soon. The long summer day was starting to wane.
じゃあ公園行く？
What, hang on. What? She had a mischievous look on her, mischievous grin as she suggested it. We can do that too. I was enthusiastic, but I felt like it's a bad habit to get into doing it outside. Really, it's not like your first time was fucking in the public park. Just because you were in a forest that no one fucking frequents doesn't mean that you couldn't have been caught by chance. Now you're regretting doing it outside so much.
ああ、そうだ。私ね、神社に行きたかったんだ。
The shrine. Araragi Shrine, obviously. Karen nodded. To do what? Remembering what happened the other day, I was less than enthusiastic. Karen didn't seem to pick up on it.
特にないけど、ただ舞台とかどんなもんかなと思って。
Ah. You really want to go?
ゆうたはよ。
She finally noticed my lack of enthusiasm. Knowing Karen, if I flat out just said no, she would listen. Well, it should be fine. It's actually weirder to let that old guy get under my skin anyway. No, it's fine. Let's go to the shrine. We locked arms and made the trip to the shrine. We had taken showers, but I could still smell the sweat and sea on Karen's body. It was way different from a man's sweat, almost like a floral scent. How's the training going well?
なんかね、つまんない。
Oh.
もっと飛んだり跳ねたりした方が面白いと思うんだけどな。動きは全体的にのたのたしているし、中腰だったり正座したりしている時間も長いし、そんな風にしているとなんだか全身がムズムズしちゃう。ばっちゃんも厳しいし、ちょっとでも動きを間違えるとこりゃって叱られるんだもん。
She's kind of desperate, you know. Well, take your mind off it today and hit the ground running tomorrow. It's important for us. So, you stopped turning into a fox before summer break. Is the effect of the dancing really disappearing?
ああ、それはね、私の方で知らず知らずのうちに力を強めていたみたい。あっちのみんなもそうだった。
Ah, hang on, let me... Is the effect of the dance really disappearing? Oh, I get it.
そのせいでちょっと疲れがたまるようになって、最初はエッチのせいかと思ったんだけど。
I was about to say, so you're saying that the reason she stopped turning into a fox is because they fucked, and then she just outright says it. Do, girls get tired from sex? Huh? I let the conversation shift in that direction. I thought you were gonna say, do girls crave it? Well, like, that would have been a more relevant question after what Karen just said.
それはね。
Karen squirmed shyly. She blushed cutely around her neck. Oh, you do? You do?
なんで でだろうね。あれの時一生懸命動いているのはユータの方なのにね。
Yeah, huh?
あー、でもそっか、動きはなくても手や足を使ってしがみついているし、あと体の内側も動いてる感じがあるから、そのせいかな。
It was so personal, but unmistakably arousing me. Ahem. But I see. You were tired.
エッチは疲れるよ。でもそれが心地いいんだけどね。
No, I don't mean the sex. Day to day, I had never noticed.
ああ、もうそれほどでもないんだけどね。でもあの前は意識したこともなかったわけだから、やっぱり意味はあるんだろうね。天子舞式神事。
Yeah, it does. A really big one.
それをおっかさんがしたんだな、昔。
Fuck.
私ね、稽古は嫌いだけど、でも嬉しいところもあるんだ。これと同じことを昔おっかさんもしていたんだとか、そんなことを思って舞の動きをしていると、すぐ後ろにおっかさんがいるようにも感じて、だからね、稽古はつまらないけど、でも嫌じゃないの。
I see. I patted their head compassionately. Karen laughed in comfort. She gasped a little, then dashed off. There was something ahead on the ground. An animal. Oh no. Did it get messed with and hurt by some punks? No, that wasn't it. The fox sat calmly on the ground like a dog watching its approaching master. Of course it was a fox.
本当だ。動物の心が前よりざわついてる。
They are? Karen nodded silently.
変だな。前はここまでではなかったと思うんだけど。
When you say on edge, do you mean like they're scared or worried?
そうだと思う。多分。
Animals couldn't make expressions, so I couldn't tell anything by looking at it.
どうしたんだよ。一体。
Karen picked up the fox. Kyun, I'm not... It was a wild animal, but was obedient like a pet.
わかんないな。結局動物は気持ちの感じしかわからないから。
Karen put the fox back down. The fox ran away, looking back at us 3 or 4 times. Even I could see that it was trying to tell us something.
行こう。
Yeah.
おっかさんもここに来たんだ。12年前に。
Karen twirled and looked all around before stepping into the shrine area. It wasn't her first time here, but she was clearly seeing it in a different light. The setting sun cast a red and lonely hue over the deserted shrine. Well, they don't have a filter for it. They don't have a background for it.
あ、これが舞台?
Yeah. Her bright voice pierced the loneliness. I ran over to her.
立派なんだ。床とか飴色になってる。
I know it looks more red to me, but sure. She looked all around the cargo pavilion, and then stood in front of the offering box. Karen tossed a coin and rang the bell, then put her hands together in prayer and closed her eyes.
天子舞式神事がうまくいきますようにっと。5円玉じゃ足りないかな。
Wait, no, don't, no. It's not about the amount.
そっか。じゃあ。
Uh-oh.
毎日うまいものがたらふく食えますように。
Now you're pushing it. That's another 5 yen. You can't make 2 wishes on the same 5 yen.
今度こそテストでいい点数が取れますように。あと毎日うまいものがたらふく食えますように。
You did a loop. So that second wish, yeah, that just cancelled out. You said it twice. It's cancelled out now. Anyway, you can really only wish for one thing, regardless of the amount of money. I tossed my own 5 yen coin in and imitated Karen. What was on my mind was the 10th of the month. What? Really?
1個だけなんだ。そっか。じゃあ。
Was there something else? What is it?
それは心の中で言おうと思ったんだけど。
Oh, I wondered what it could be as I wished to blush. Well, if you don't want to say it, you don't have to.
そういうわけじゃないんだけど、大人になったら早くあなたの赤ちゃん産みたいなって。
That's not something you need God for.
そうなの？
Karen, come here. I swiftly pulled her over to me and moved my lips to hers. First of all, I don't think you should be doing this in a shrine. Second of all, I don't think you should be doing this in a shrine with fucking Saito as the shrine guy. Whatever it is. Taking advantage of our empty surroundings, I promptly used my tongue. Oh no, not here. I glanced over to the red shrine gate. If anyone came to pray, they would see us instantly. But I was slowly getting past the point of no return. Why did you stop then? If you knew this was gonna happen. It had been so long, and it felt like magma was burgeoning inside. Karen was in the same state. Her mouth was burning hot, almost right away. Yeah, Karen, you have good ears, right? Can you tell even from here if there's anyone approaching? Bro. 20 years bad luck. Don't have sex in a shrine. Karen's ears twitched subtly.
誰も。そこのうちにも誰もいないよ。
Oh, what a coincidence. Oh, well then. Even still, there was a definite risk. I knew it, but there was almost nothing else on my mind except my wife's body and mine. Let's do it here.
私、今日は泳ぎながらそのことばっかり考えちゃった。
Me too. I put my hand on her clothes, considering the location. Her clothes almost matched the setting really well. Actually matched the setting really well.
そうだ。
ん？
おっぱいでおちんちん挟んだりするのって、ゆうた好きなの？
Oh, Paizuri. Right. Because Luna wasn't able to do that. My hands froze in place. What do you, my hands started shaking. I didn't need to panic or anything, though. How do you know about that?
やっぱりユータ、パイ釣りとか好きだったんだ。
No, I mean, how did you learn about the act itself? And even that slang term.
それは、なんか、ユータの部屋で、エッチな本見つけたから。
Of course she did. Why wouldn't she have found one? What?
遊びに行ったら、いない時があったから、部屋の中とかいろいろ見てみたんだ。
Karen said it without an ounce of guilt. Well, yeah, you're her wife. She probably, you know, one time when you two were like already together, so there's no point in her hiding it. I see. I thought it was a passive threat from my mum to see my secret book placed right on my shelf like that. But it was my wife all along.
で、ページが折ってあったから、こういうの好きなのかなとか思って。
I mean, I get that it's a physical book, but like, don't ruin the book. Don't ruin the dojin just because you're get like a bookmarker, you know? Of course, sex with you feels amazingly good, but masturbating has its own merits.
Huh?
Yorking your shit has its own merits. Damn, Karen didn't seem to care either way if I jacked off. I don't think she knows what it is. Well, you know, it's not like I hate it. Or maybe I do. Maybe I love it.
じゃあ、できるかな私に。
Karen looked down quizzically at her own breasts. Well, I think you can. You have the size all right.
じゃあ、してみる？
Yes, please. I gulped down my building drool. My pants were already bursting in anticipation. And I had that odd premonition yet again that it would become a habit to do these things outside. Yeah, you're doing it again, outside. Fucker. I slowly undid the wrap around her boobs, and that seemed enough to make her blush a little. Once the long wrap was off, her heavy tits plopped down and swayed to and fro. Not of her volition, though.
どうすればいいのかなパイ釣りって。
Well, maybe you should kneel down first. I stood with my back to the path to the shrine, and this way I would be blocking her from view. Would you, though? God, no one was around. By the time we got home, night had fallen. Thank God no one was around. I don't know if we'd be able to pick up the first one, but I had to say it twice just in case.
眠くなっちゃった。
You were swimming like crazy earlier too.
あと、エッチもしたし。
And I remembered that she had mentioned she gets tired after sex. And the swimming probably amplified that. Even Karen, the endless well of energy, was drifting off. Once we were back, we couldn't fathom going to eat or cooking. So we ordered pizza. That's a first. Karen was yawning and drifting off while stuffing her mouth with pizza. She's just like a little kid after a long day. Her chubby cheeks were so cute. Karen, don't choke on that. There's only one thing you can choke on. Never mind. Her eyes popped open, and she noted that she chewed slowly with big, deliberate chomps. She was unusual, not only a voracious eater, ver- voracious eater, but a fast one. It was a rare sight. I knew we had a busy day and everything, but this was unusually tired for her. Maybe because she was to keep up with that training every day. I asked her and she nodded to that.
でもね、前も言ったけど、おっかさんのことが感じられるから。稽古自体はつまらなくても、熱が入っちゃうんだよね。
That's good.
ゆうたとのこともあるしさ。
I nodded. I know we'll be good. A good dad and mammy.
おや、寝てしまったのか。
Why are you here? Oh, Grammy.
刻限を過ぎても戻ってこないからね。時間を忘れて遊びほうけているのかと思ったのだが。
Yeah. But don't worry about what fun we had. We just went to the beach. That's all.
まあ、寝てしまったのならしょうがない。
Grammy acquiesced and motioned to leave, but I called out to her. There was something I wanted to tell you. I let us out of the house, so we didn't wake the sleeping Karen.
なんだい?
You saw the strange behavior of the animals, the ones around Mount Akamine. We visited the shrine today, and Karen said the animals were acting stranger than before. When we were at the shrine to meet Saito last time, Karen didn't get a chance to investigate the animals. So I told her about how we had gone around the beginning of May.
そうか。それはちょっと気になるね。
But even last time, Grammy had noticed things were amiss. And, the priest, Saito, he's kind of strange, saying weird things.
変というのは?
I tried to find the right words in my head. He had a hopeless love.
は?
He was in love with Karen's mammy, Fuyo, it seems. Grammy had a perturbed look.
しかし、フヨは12年前と24年前のたった2回だけこちらに来ただけだが。
What can I say? Man's a furry. I know. It seems like it was love at first sight.
はあ、それは。しかしいずれにしろ前回から12年も経っている。にもかかわらず、ユウタにそんな話をしたのかい?
Yes.
あの男、一見陰銀だったが、嘘の匂いは漂っていた。
I recalled her saying that at the time.
動物は鋭いからね。もしかすると、あの男から何かを感じ取って、それを私らに伝えようとしているのかもしれない。
What do you think it could be? Grammy just shook her head at my question.
ともあれ、陰微な執念だけは人一倍強い人間なのだろう。何事もなく、無事天子前式神事が終わってくれればいいのだが。
Yeah, let's hope. $7:30. As July neared an end, I found myself going to Araragi Shrine once again. I obviously wasn't interested in seeing Saito, but I figured I'd check out the music or whatever he had said. I shouted, "I'll pass" at him before, but I had nothing better to do. 10 more days, huh? The fated day was approaching fast. I wanted my normal routine back, spending my days with Karen. I had spent nearly half of my break alone at this point, though. There were still 20 days left after the ritual. I wanted to make the most out of them with her. Don't worry, you can have all the sex you want after those during those 20 days. I can hear some sounds. I focused my hearing as I walked along the empty forest path. I was wondering if I would see any animals this time, but as expected, if Karen or Grammy weren't here, they wouldn't show themselves, as expected. Oh, something's going on. In addition to just people practicing instruments, there were others involved in the event gathered. I was worried I'd have to talk to Saito alone again, but it seemed like I didn't have to worry. Oh, this is pretty serious then. Yeah. I stood next to the pavilion, and some old-timer came up to me as I was looking around.
Hey, Sonny! You fancy court music?
I can't. No, well, this only happens once every 12 years, so I answered his question vaguely, and he snickered back at me.
It's a weird one, I'll give you that.
It's weird.
I never heard of them doing up a small little shrine like this. Also, we usually get liven up the
We usually get to liven up the performance some more.
And a solemn ritual like this, a little country shrine, only gets such treatment once in a blue moon.
And every 12 years.
Yeah, I see. And I hadn't the foggiest idea who the Cockra Maiden is for the ritual.
I'm doing a bad job.
She comes and goes like the wind. It's a baffling affair.
Well, my old man voice is getting worse every fucking... Did you see the ritual 12 years ago as well?
Yep.
He looked like he was a talker, and his eyes shone at the chance to tell me.
The Cockra Maiden back then, oh boy,
was she a prime cut?
Illness seemed to have stricken her. She looked so pale when she removed the mask. I don't know though.
Remove the mask, huh? I would know in 10 days, so I didn't bother asking. So this music is called court music?
Yep.
Looks like you're pulling out all the stops.
Oh yeah. I'm not sure of the connection between the Kagura and the priest, but I'm pretty serious about this. But he's pretty serious about it.
It sounded like Saito was hiding his intentions. Normal people aren't even aware that Tenkos actually exist.
We'll also be hiding now.
Kariginu robes on the day. Wearing our Kariginu robes on the day. So if these were all musicians, they'll be sitting off to the side of the Kagura Pavilion playing court music. I talked with the old guy for a little longer, and then looked out at everyone practicing. My wife would be there, performing on stage in 10 days. I was quietly happy about it. I was quietly happy thinking about it. 8, 9. So, it is the day. This is the fated day. Tomorrow's the big day already. But July has 31 days. And then the 9th of August would be 10 days after. You fucking... The pencil stopped in place on the paper, and I slipped into reverie. I couldn't maintain focus on my homework today. Well, not like I could ever get fully into it anyway. Phew. I tossed the pencil away and slumped back in my chair. Thank God I don't have to do that old man voice again. And slam. A massive sound rang through my room, and I almost fell sideways out of my chair. What? Karen. We embraced in the middle of my room. What the? I was so sure that you wouldn't return until the day of the ritual.
今日はこっちでゆっくり休んだ方がいいからって。
Nice. Karen stared intently into my eyes. Our lips naturally made contact. What? It made me jump even more than before.
久しぶりの対面が嬉しいのはわかるが、シンジには再会して臨まなければならないんだ。
No, no sex, sonny boy. Not like last time she came over. What, you know about that one, Granny?
だから今夜は同衾するんじゃないよ。
Well, shit.
同衾？
Yes.
ゆうた、同衾って何？
I'll explain it later. I moved Karen away from me and turned toward Grammy. Is the training all finished then?
ああ。正直言えば、ちょっと意外だったね。
Grammy chuckled to herself. Which way? In what way?
随分と熱心に取り組んで。私としてはまた口うるさく言わないといけないのだろうなどと思っていたんだがね。
You gave it your all, Karen? You gave it your all, Karen.
これもユータのおかげかね。
No,
私も肩の荷が下りた気分だ。さて、では私は帰るよ。明日また来る。
You know, I was hoping we'd get to see the other world, but like, to be fair, we didn't get to see it in the flashback either. Does it even exist? Maybe they just maybe they just danced in Karen's basement. Okay.
くれぐれも私の言ったこと忘れるんじゃないよ。
Yes.
カリンも調子がいいからね。さっきはゆっくり休むためなどと言っていたが、休むだけならあちらの我が家の方が適当だ。
What do you mean?
夫に会いたいとうるさかった。ただそれだけの話だよ。
Yeah, no shit. Karen, I was dying to see you too. But we have to respect what your Grammy said. Karen, no pillow. Grammy said, Karen, pillowing means. Once it was time for bed, I took Karen back to her place. We walked slowly, our fingers entwined.
なんとかいう人からお面を受け取ったでしょ？
Yeah.
そのお面、狐のお面だったでしょ？
Yeah.
そのことの意味、私、教えてもらったんだ。
The meaning? Karen was a Tenko, and her true form was close to that of a fox. I assumed that's what the mask suggested.
それ聞いて、私、へーとか思って。ゆうたにも明日、シンジが終わったら教えてあげるね。
Yeah, I'm excited. Excited for the ritual dance of the Tenko as well. said it twice.
ああ、そういえば。
Karen stopped in place and looked up at the slope. What's up?
来るのかなみんな。ルーチェとか。
I think so. Maybe that's what they were saying. That's what they were saying. I think so, maybe. That's what they were saying.
うにゃー。
Why? You don't want them to?
だって恥ずかしいし。
There's nothing to be embarrassed about. You're the star.
そう？
Yeah, yeah.
そっか。じゃあいいや。
She was quick to change moods as always. Okay, I'm heading home. Heading home.
はーい。
We stood in place and kept chatting, killing time with conversation. We had been apart for so long, so we couldn't bring ourselves to leave. But tomorrow, that feeling would be gone. (8:10) Then the day came. We all left together at the time we agreed on.
神社で神事って、私、てっきりお祭りみたいなものを想像していたんだけど。でも話を聞いたら、そういうのでもないんだって。
Yeah, it really is.
お祭りなら、浴衣でも着ようかなって思ったんだけど。お祭りというと、屋台なるものが出現するそうですが。
It's not that elaborate, don't think.
お祭りでないなら、屋台もなしです？
Probably not.
じゃないのかな。
That's what I'm saying.
残念です。ルルちゃん、お祭りとか行ってみたいの？謎の粘液の成分を分析したかったです。粘液って焼くと固まるです。
Okonomiyaki. That's okonomiyaki. I was thinking which kind of Japanese food she meant.
かりんちゃん、もういないんですか？
Yeah, she left this morning. She has to rehearse with the musicians, apparently.
商店街で噂を聞きましたが、雅楽がそうされるそうですね。楽しみです。かりんは無事舞は身につけることができたの？
Yeah.
楽しみじゃない。めったにない機会だものね。ちゃんと見てあげなければね。
Oops. And totally. Karen herself is a little embarrassed about it, though.
みんなが見ている前で舞を舞うわけですから、大変ですよね。でも恥ずかしいかしらね。もし私なら観客もいなかったら張り合いもないけど。
I guess you have a point. Oh, this is what the place looks like for a ritual. This is what the place looks like for a ritual.
あら、綺麗ですね。綺麗。普段はこうはならないの？
No, it's pitch black at night. I had no idea if people had even come, but as if they had, wait, I had no idea if people would even come, but as if they were waiting for the day, there was considerable foot traffic on the way to the shrine. Among dimly lit candles lining the road, people looked like silhouettes. It wasn't a festival, so it wasn't exactly bustling. Well, there was definitely excitement in the air, though.
あれ？ルルちゃんがいない。
She got distracted. Oh, she's examining the Toro lantern. Hey, Luna.
失礼。神事が終わってから改めて観察するです。
Alright, let's go. It was still utterly empty in the shrine grounds. Maybe because we came so early. We hurried to get good chairs right up front.
おや。
They couldn't even bother to like put chairs in the background. Like, what do you mean? Why not? Dora suddenly examined the surrounding area. What's wrong?
境内の周りに動物の気配がありますな。しかも多数集っている。
Well, yeah, this is a dance for them as much as it is for the Tenkos. Right. Karen's grandma was saying so. Apparently, the animals look forward to it as well.
おお。
People started coming in droves.
すごい。ずいぶん人が集まるんだね。
There is. Aside from the people gathered, the state of the shrine hadn't changed much. The only real difference was that the pavilion was illuminated. Yet despite that, people were all gathered here for a purpose. It was odd, but also joyous. After a while, I could sense some activity. Near the back of the shrine grounds, musicians came and ascended to the Kagura Pavilion. They sat off to the right side of the audience and began to play the archaic court music. No, that's clapping, that's...
不思議な音色です。なんだか神秘的でいいわね。
Yeah, it's so mystical. It's so mystical that everyone has changed. Everyone has a sepia filter over them. After a few minutes, a minimal string, flute, and drum sounds of minimal string, flute, and drum sounds, something else began to occur. The pavilion had no walls, so we could see through it to the other side. There was a girl in white and red, walking from the other side to the shrine path. The Kagura... Shut up! The Kagura maiden had appeared and applause sounded from the audience. Damn. The ritual dance of the Tenko had begun. It was my first time seeing a Kagura dance, so I didn't know how to interpret the subtle movements. But even if I couldn't, it was still a riveting dance, you know. A strange emotion bubbled forth. It may have been my first time ever experiencing it.
真面目に稽古を積んだんですね。かりんちゃん。動きを見ればわかります。
I nodded. Her feet and hands, even her delicate fingertips. It was like her consciousness was channeled perfectly throughout. Every movement was flawless, as they had to be. The dancer's finesse would be lost to any mistakes. Karen was performing magnificently. There was indeed a new emotion blooming inside. This dance would surely connect us to something. I knew it would. The Kagura maiden removed her mask, and the music began. The music came to a halt. Silence crept over the shrine. The stifled breaths of all in attendance finally burst forth in gasps and cries of excitement. Then there was applause once more. Upon removal of the mask, the Kagura maiden returned to her girl form. And Karen smiled with gleeful relief when our eyes met. Once the audience finished making their offerings, the light from the Kagura pavilion faded, and the shrine grounds returned to normal But like that dance was only like 2 minutes, bro. Did she really have to practice that for 2 months? 1 month? 1 month.
緊張しちゃった。
And she changed out of her Shrine Maiden outfit. That was quick. Karen went back to her regular clothes, and not a shred of that mystic aura she emanated lingered.
あら、カリンでも緊張することがあるのね。
And no one has sepia filter anymore.
なんだよ、それ。なかなか見事な舞だったじゃない。正直言って感心したわね。
Yeah, but like, how do you know what works? You'd expect something more magical to happen if you confirm that it worked, right? She kind of just like danced
なんか変なもんでも食った？
and then like took her mask off. And that's it. She stopped dancing, and then everyone applauded. Everyone clapped. After that happened, the music stopped. Yeah, that. Go home now. What? She was desperately trying to mask her bashfulness.
見ていたらなんだかよくわからないけど涙が出ちゃった。もう次の神事も楽しみな気持ち。まだずっと先だけど。見る人にそういう気持ちを起こさせてこそ長きにわたって絶えることなく人が来るのでしょうね。きっと。なんだか神秘的だったね。いつものかりんちゃんじゃなかったみたい。仮面のせいかな。
So that's what the point of the mask is. Never mind.
確かに仮面にはそういう効力があるでしょうね。
You can wear a mask to cover yourself, and hence effectively transforming. Like a dream. Wait, never mind. Which means that at the end of the dance, the reason she took it off. Dora, what are you looking at?
いえ、舞が終わってもまだ動物たちがいるようでしてな。それがちと。
They are? I tilted my head.
カリンもさっきからあの家を振り返って落ち着かないわね。どうかしたの？これからごちそうなんだ。
There was a, what is that word? Repast? Repist? For Karen, apparently. It was to release Karen from her pure state, according to Yorihime's explanation, but Karen considered it a mere feast. But a mere feast.
ユータも行こう。
I can't go. I'm not part of the event. You are her husband. What are you talking about?
いいじゃん。だって夫婦なんだし。
That's what I'm saying. Well, as long as they don't mind.
じゃあ私たちは先に帰るわ。あれ？ルルちゃんがいない。
She's probably inspecting the lanterns again.
さっきの石灯籠が気になって仕方なかったみたいね。
I know. I told you, bro. I fucking know her. We watched all of them leave the shrine's vicinity while we headed in the other direction of to the shrine office.
お疲れ。ばっちゃん。お前の天子舞式神事見事だったよ。ばっちゃんも感心した。さて、無事神事も見届けたことだし、私はこれで帰るよ。
Huh? You're not attending the repast? I still don't know the word.
私はね。
I'm like trying to think about how to pronounce it phonetically, but like still it's a struggle. Grammy shot her gaze off to the side. Following where she was looking, there were multiple animals. The dance couldn't have gone smoothly. Could it? Unless it's like fucking Lion King moment.
なんだろうね。まだ何かが気になっているらしい。
Grammy headed over toward the animals, and Karen followed suit. I stood watching the two of them. The animals looked up at them, like they had something important to say. Even without their powers, it was clear as day. Do you not understand what the animals are thinking either?
結局相手は動物だからね。
I guess. She couldn't read them exactly either. The reason that the animals take a liking to the ritual dance of the Tenko could be because of its cross-species nature. The thought occurred to me. Like they gave up. The animals trotted back off into the woods.
ちょっと気にはなるが、しょうがないね。
I still don't know what the word is. The repast would apparently last until the morning, but we left when we felt like it.
食った。
That's a first. I thought she would have had to continue eating until dawn. Phew. I'm a little drunk. I didn't exactly want to drink the shrine liquor, but they were quite persistent. I wasn't used to alcohol, and my body felt like it was floating.
大丈夫？
Floating. Yeah. It's not like I feel bad.
けど、支えてあげる。
She immediately grabbed onto my arm. Thanks. The stone lanterns were expired, and the atmosphere was lonely compared to just a few hours ago. We walked, a human and Tenko couple, among the forest's deserted silence. I suppose it was thanks to the ritual that we could even be together like this. Oh, right. What were you saying about the mask? I think I understand now.
なんだと思う？
In the end, when you took the mask off, does it mean you changed from Tenko to a human?
当たり！あれをかぶっている間は、天子の本来の姿ってことなんだって。ばっちゃんがそんな風に言ってた。
I'm looking forward to the next one too. In 12 years, then 24 years.
次も私がやるけど、その次はきっと違うんじゃないかな。
Huh? Why?
なるべく若い方が力が強いんだって。
Ah, so what you're saying is that the next one, the one after the next would be your daughter. Younger. I reflected for a second, then nodded. Yeah.
次の次にあそこで舞い踊るのは私たちの子供だよ。
And if they're human? Yeah, true. But what if... It wasn't like that statement itself was what roused me. But what if you don't have a... What if you don't have a daughter? What if you only have males? Sons, I mean. But once we got back to my room, we couldn't keep our hands off each other. We had been waiting for this moment for so long, and so we didn't waste a single second. Our mutual feelings propelled us forward.
ゆうた、ずいぶん息が荒いけど、本当に大丈夫？
Sorry, sheesh. That old guy made me drink so much. Old guy made me drink so much. I didn't notice it when we were walking, but I was feeling dizzy after coming to a standstill. If there was nothing restraining me, I'd just curl up in my blanket and sleep. But a part of me was raring to go. You don't have whiskey dick, so you're still getting hard. Anyway, sleeping wasn't an option at this point. To take her mind off how I felt, I pressed my lips against hers and placed a hand over her breast. What to do, though? If I stop moving too wildly, I might start feeling sick. Oh, right. Maybe I can have you be on top. I don't know why it was so hard to think, oh, maybe she should be the one to take the lead.
私が上？
Karen's eyes widened with confusion. Cowgirl, or so it's called. Guess you don't know. Why would she know positions? Anyway, let's try it out.